Next is sometimes a fraction has a single third in the denominator. The bottom line, such a fraction is not in the simplest form. You can simplify it by multiplying the top and the bottom of the fraction by the same third, so that the bottom becomes the simple and whole number. This process is called rationalizing the denominator. So here in this case you can see that in denominator we have the third. This process is used when we have a third in the denominator, and third in the denominator is not acceptable, is not simplified form. So for being simplified form, we have to multiply the same third and divide the same third with this expression. So it will becomes 3 plus 2 square root of 2 over square root of 2 can be multiplied by denominator, that will be square root of 2 over square root of 2. Multiply and divide at the same time. So this square root of 2 multiply by this square root of 2, you can see that the denominator multiply by the denominator and the numerator multiply by the numerator. So it will becomes in the denominator square root of 2 multiply by square root of 2, that is simple 2, and square root of 2 multiply by 3 plus 2 square root of 2. So it will becomes square root of 2 multiply by 3, that is 3 times square root of 2, and this is 1. So 2 multiply by 1, and that is also 2, and square root of 2 multiply by square root of 2. So it will also equals to 2, right? So this 2 multiply by this 2, it will becomes 4. So this is your simplified answer. Any problem in this example?
No.
Okay, good. Next one is the next example. Expand 5 minus square root of 2 and 5 plus square root of 2. This is your part A, and in part B you can see that hence rationalize the denominator of 3 over 5 minus square root of 2, right? First of all, for part A, 5 minus square root of 2 multiply by 5 plus square root of 2. First term multiply by the first term, that is 5 multiply by 5, and first term multiply by the second term, that is 5 multiply by plus square root of 2, that is as it is. And now minus square root of 2 multiply by 5 and minus square root of 2 multiply by square root of 2, according to the previous algebraic multiplication method, right? So now 5 multiply by 5 is 25, 5 multiply by square root of 2, that is also 5 square root of 2, minus square root of 2 multiplied by 5, that can be written as 5 square root of 2, okay, negative with negative sign, and square root of 2 multiplied by square root of 2 as it is. Now this is cancelled out by this, because this is plus 5 square root of 2, this is minus 5 square root of 2, and this minus square root of 2 multiplied by square root of 2, it will becomes minus 2. So 25 minus 2 will be equals 23. Any problem?
Yes. No. I don't know.
Okay. Next one is, notice that the middle term 5 square root of 2 and minus 5 square root of 2 can be cancelled out. This is because the expression 5 plus square root of 2, 5 minus square root of 2 is of the form a plus b and a minus b. So here is also the formula, that is a plus b multiplied by a minus b is equals to a square minus b square, which is the difference of two squares. So difference of two squares is simply we can write as 5 square, right, and minus 2 square root square. So its answer will also be equals 23, right? So here we have two methods for completing this example. Next is the part B. Our question is 3 over 5 minus square root of 2. So here in this case, in previous example, you can see that in the denominator we have just one term involving square root, but in the next part, the B, we have two terms which are subtracting in the denominator and has the third. So if we have like this term, then we can multiply the term with different sign, right? Here we have negative, so we multiply and divide with positive sign, right? Positive sign, like in previous example 5 minus square root of 2 multiply by 5 plus square root of 2. It means that here is the formula, that is 5 square minus square root of 2 square. So in the denominator it will becomes 25 minus 2, that is 13, which can be solved in previous example, as you know. Okay, in the next in the numerator, this 3 multiply by this term, that will becomes 3 multiply by 5 as well as 3 multiply by square root of 2. So this is your simplified answer. Do you understand or not?
Yes.
This fraction is equals to 1 as the top line and bottom line are the same. So that's why we multiply, basically we multiply it by 1, right? Because these are the same terms. We can cancel out these same terms. And multiply by 1 does not change the value of the fraction. So that's why we can write this question. Okay, the next one is, you can use the difference of two squares to help you rationalize the denominator. So in the rationalization of the denominator, we can use the formula, that is difference of squares. A fraction in the form of 1 over a plus square root of b, multiply the top and bottom line with a minus square root of b, because here you can see that in this term we have positive sign, so we multiply it with the negative sign, right? So 1 over a plus square root of p multiply by a minus square root of p over a minus square root of b, it will becomes a minus square root of b multiplied by 1, that is as it is a minus square root of b, and in the denominator we have the formula, that is a square minus b, right? This is your solution. And also if we have a question like that, 1 over a minus square root of p, so here is used minus in this question, so we multiply and divide this term with the positive sign, so it will becomes a plus square root of p over a plus square root of p. So it will becomes a plus square root of b multiplied by 1, that is a plus square root of b. And also in the denominator we have also the formula, that is a square minus b. Any problem in this formula?
No.
Okay, good. Next one is, when you solve a quadratic equation by using the formula, your result will contain a square root sign. Instead of using a calculator to work out the answer to 3 or 4 significant figures, you could instead be asked to give an exact answer using the SERT. So when you solve the quadratic equation, and in this quadratic equation some factorization cannot be used, and when we use a quadratic formula, we use the calculator for this quadratic formula, and you can see that your answer will be in points, in some significant figures. But if he is asking that your answer must be in a exact answer, exact in the form of surds, so we don't use the calculator in that case. We write surds as it is. Okay, so any problem?
No.
Do you have any problem in till this step?
No.